Don't tell me Zero predicted that she'd be clumsy enough to cause that to happen.
She's okay. She's just unconscious. Her breathing and pulse are normal.
I see.
Now announcing the current casualties. Q-Team, Q, Mira, Eric. These 3 are now deceased. As a result, 3 X-passes will be revealed. I kill fool. That is all.
Q-Team. They...
It had to have been the vote.
It is pretty impressive that only one team is dead at this point.
No, we can't be sure all of Q-Team was really killed.
Yeah. You're right.
We need to focus on getting out of here somehow.
You seem to be forgetting that the exit's still locked.
Well then, all we can do is go into that room. What the hell is this thing? Akane?
She's laying down outside. The hell is this?
No clue. Something's up on the monitor, though.
God, Zero has to have been from one of the previous Zero Escape games. Or one of these. Rules of the AB game. Am I supposed to? Okay, I have to actually actively do this. There's no way such in-depth, considerable knowledge of even Virtue's Last Reward. It says a lot about what, he had to have been privy to it somehow. Players, Carlos and Junpei, stand before the monitor and vote either ally or betray. You must vote at the same time. If the timing is off, everyone within the shelter will be executed. Both of you will start with 3 BP. This number will change based on the voting results. If both choose ally, both will gain 3 BP. And then both choose betray, all the BP will remain the same. If Carlos chooses ally and Junpei chooses betray, Carlos loses 3 BP while Junpei gains 6. Carlos chooses betray and Junpei chooses ally, the opposite. When either player's BP reaches 9, the exit door will unlock. If your BP drops to 0, you will be executed. Method of execution: the bracelet will administer a muscle relaxant into your bloodstream. In this way, you at least receive a peaceful death. Beware, others will share the same fate as you. If Carlos dies, Diana and Sigma will die as well. If Junpei die, Akane and Phi will die. Oh. Make your choice carefully. Well, this is one way to force the end of this decision game, you fucker.
Share the same fate.
If I die, Akane and Phi die too.
And Diana and Sigma are killed if I die.
Hot damn! How far is Zero going to go with his toying with us?
Ally?
Or betray? Well, what'll it be, Carlos?
What are you saying? Isn't it obvious? We choose ally twice. We'll add 6 additional points to our initial 3. And we'll both end up with 9 BP.
I mean, that always seemed like the obvious choice in Virtue's Last Reward, but because they were isolated from each other, you didn't know that they'd actually do it or not. That was the big conundrum. That's why you might choose Betray in Virtue's Last Reward. But here we're not, so I don't see, the whole conundrum is just gone. Carlos is right, just choose ally twice.
No one dies, no one gets hurt. The exit door will open, and C-Team will be able to get out.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
There's nothing gained by choosing Betray, right? Zero's aiming for us to kill ourselves off here.
All right.
Hey, before we do this, do you mind if we check on Akane?
All right. I mean,
This girl here, she's always been really smart. If she thinks the tiniest thing is off, she'll start debating with buts and ifs, like someone at least twice her age. But to all of us back in grade school, she was pretty strange. Well, I guess she came across as scary.
Did she get bullied a lot?
No. It was just, well, not many people wanted to be friends. I always saw her sitting in a corner, curled up, hugging her knees, and all alone. I decided that I'd stay by her side to watch over and protect her, if I could. Then one day, her beloved rabbits were killed by some stupid middle schoolers having fun. She didn't take it well. So, without telling me or the teachers, she went to their hutch, crying and apologizing over and over to them. That was over 10 years ago. A memory that's been tucked away in my brain, covered in dust. When I saw her again last year, I was reminded of that time. I just can't not keep an eye on her. I know, she always goes and just quietly shoulders everything herself. That's why I want to protect her. I wanted to help her bear whatever weight she's taken up. I truly felt that. But, well, I don't know. It was like I didn't know her as well as I thought I did. Hell, I couldn't understand why I even cared. I wanted to find out more about who she really was. To go and see her. Come on, you have someone you really care about, don't you?
You mean my sister?
Yeah.
My parents died in a fire, and then Maria fell ill to an incurable disease. Above anything else, I want to save her. I want to see her smile like before. That's what I decided. That's why.
Ah, now I get it. That's why you need the $500,000.
It's clear we both have someone we want to protect, and neither of us can afford to die now.
Right.
So let's get out of this room by both picking ally. We'll work on getting out of this shelter after that. Okay, let's get this over with.
Yeah, back to the room for us.
there's literally no reason to pick Betray at this point. We have plenty of communication. We know what each other's goals are.
Don't get the timing wrong, okay? We have to enter them at the same time to...
I know.
All right, here we go.
My first instinct.
3, 2, 1.
With Carlos is really weird. I just keep doing this with Carlos.
All votes have been received. Results will be displayed on the monitor.
Did Junpei pick Betray?
What? No way.
Why would Carlos do that? Even like theoretically, hypothetically.
Sorry, Junpei.
Why?
It's because you would have picked Betray to protect Akane. That's what I figured anyway.
Don't lie. The 3 on Q team are dead now. If 3 more die, the X store. That's why you.
No! I wanted to protect Diana and Sigma.
That's bullshit.
But the shield that protects became a spear in the end.
That'll come back to bite you in the ass. Carlos, I swear, I'll get you for this.
Forgive me, Junpei.
And so much for that. Wow, okay.
How dare you! How dare you kill Junpei!
Akame!
Man, betray never works out for anyone, does it? From the people who got on Virtue's Last Reward still had Radical 6 and shit. Well, good luck to Sigma and Diana. I hope Phi's probably over there just like writhing.
Akane, you...
Junpei.
I knew that wouldn't end well. I mean, obviously it wouldn't end well. I mean, how could that possibly end well for anyone pressing betray? But it's still funny, sort of just like Carlos, this heroic firefighter, just like his immediate reaction, all of these just betray, just all those sorts of things. Ooh, there's a locked one. Betray. What if I pick betray again? Do we get a situation where both of us? Actually, if I picked ally and then picked betray, that would be so nonsensical. Ooh. Ooh, because we have to do it twice in order to get out. What possibly could Carlos... And no one would... Well, if you go to 0, then you die. So, if we both pick ally here, both go up to 6, then pick betray, would still kill, but...
All votes have been received. Results will be displayed on the monitor.
Unless Junpei decides to betray. This is gonna be one of those again. Oh my.
No! Why, Junpei? You went and chose ally the last time!
Wait, last time? The hell are you going on about? This is the first time we've played.
What's going on? How do I even know about it last time? Junpei's right. This should have been the first time. So, why do I think there was another one? When did this last time happen?
Hey, he definitely has shift. It was...
That'll come back to bite you in the ass. Carlos, I swear, I'll get you for this.
I wonder if I pick ally again, whether I'll actually pick it, or if this is stuck in stone.
This is like when I'm in a fire. Up until now, I've avoided the paths leading to death. So then maybe I can.
Please, don't think badly of me for this. Later.
Goodbye, Sigma and Diana.
Maria.
Okay, can I get him to pick ally? I mean, there's obviously a third route that could come out of this. If I go back this time, try it one more time. Oh, it's not letting me.
Did she get bullied a lot?
No. It was just... well, not many people wanted to be friends.
And he shifted in, eh?
Where?
You okay?
Is this before the AB game?
What? Okay. Should I keep going?
Yeah.
I always saw her sitting in a corner, curled up, hugging her knees, and all alone.
I decided I'd stay by her side to watch over and protect her if I could.
Huh?
Then one day, her beloved rabbits were killed by some stupid middle schoolers having fun. She went to their hutch, crying and apologizing over and over to them.
How do you know that? Did Akane tell you?
No.
Then why? So, gonna stay silent, huh? Fine. Guess there's no point talking about this. Let's just get these votes.
No, wait! Something's weird.
Hello, pot calling kettle.
Whenever I chose in the AB game, it was always the worst outcome.
What are you talking about?
Junpei? Carlos?
So just wait a little bit more and also get her opinion on it? Okay. Okay.
I think I understand. I believe that what you just did was shift, Carlos.
Shift?
Space-time human internal fluctuating transfer. A phenomenon where one's mind crosses space and time.
Akane, is that?
It's that I don't think it is the power that they actually used in the first game. I guess they're about to explain, but she gonna mention Sigma and Phi as part of this?
Power we used a year ago? The ability to send and receive information through the morphogenetic field. It's a simpler version of this.
You're saying the me here right now came from a different history?
Well, your consciousness at least. Say you go back in time to when your parents met, using a car as a time machine. Know what movie I'm talking about?
Yeah, of course I do.
Oh, wow, okay.
The high school protagonist almost gets it on with his own mother and tries to get his awkward dad to marry her. That's the basic plot, right?
Yes, the story revolves around a boy. We'll call him M. Now, according to the plot, he's successful at getting his parents to marry. But history ends up changing
Avoiding
slightly.
copyright.
Upon returning to his own time, his father's a famous science fiction writer, and he's rich.
Huh. I guess the hierarchy was switched when his dad punched the neighborhood bully.
But did you notice something odd about the movie? Just what happened to the M who lived in that fancy house?
Huh. Well, now that you mention it.
I don't think the M from that history appears in the movie at all.
There are two overarching types of stories about time travel. The first type states that there is always only one history. Meaning, if someone changes the past, that previous past is subsequently erased. The other type is where multiple histories exist. This is the many worlds interpretation, one of the more widely believed hypotheses on multiverse theory. The world and universe split into branches as a result of one's decisions. It's a setup where each branch is able to exist in some form. Okay, so back to the movie. First, let's consider what happens with a single path history. In this case, do you know what M is doing back in his own time?
What he's doing?
Committing a form of murder.
Murder?
Well, think about it. The M who grew up in that fancy house, let's call him M2. M2 should have had a variety of amazing memories from his life.
I will note the many worlds interpretation, the idea of choice is making that difference. I have been one of the belief that, people have choice, people have free will, but that free will, the choices they make, is a result of the physical state that they're in, their brain and all that stuff, and you will make the choices of your own will, but the choice you make will be the same every time because all those events leading up to it is all the events that lead up to the current state of your body as you make a choice are identical every single time. And the only way I can imagine many worlds interpretation of things varying would possibly be quantum mechanics, stuff that you don't actually have the ability to predict in that way. I think that could make some changes. And time travel. I think that logically it makes sense for those, but if you're talking about just people making different decisions, I think in the real world, I don't think that makes a ton of sense. I just felt like commenting on it.
Maybe he met a really cute girl he liked, or was a winner of a contest. The possibilities are endless. All of those memories, every single one was overwritten when M came from another history.
Huh? But the history that disappeared was poor M's.
You're right, that's true. What was erased from existing in time was M's history. But the only memories that M retained
Are those of when he was poor.
So, in effect, the life that M2 lived through was overwritten, all because of the actions that the protagonist M took to save his own. I'd say that's the same as killing someone, don't you think? Next is the multiverse hypothesis. In this situation, M2's life is never erased.
Well, Is it really, I mean, overriding someone with different memories? It's not really death, it's just, is a person their memories or not, I guess is the question, really. Are do your memories make who you are, or are memories just a reflection of the current state of your body?
Instead, a mystery remains. So, where did M2, the version who remembers being well off, up and disappear to?
Where he went.
This is what I think. On the same day that protagonist M used the time machine, M2, for some reason, did the same as M and went back to the past. But then he did the exact opposite of M.
The opposite?
Mm-hmm. He stopped his dad from punching the bully.
So, when he returned to his own time, it was the world poor M had lived in.
Are you saying that they pretty much switched places?
It would keep everything consistent.
And works with
That's
shift.
depressing.
What is?
M2's situation. Well, he ends up getting the bum end of the deal regardless of which scenario happens.
Damn, that's pretty unfair.
Yes, that's true. But, this is rather difficult to say, Carlos. your case may be exactly the same.
What?
Your consciousness could have come from another history and taken over this body. In exchange, the Carlos who was here originally
Was sent to the dying one.
No. Another me is in the other history?
There's no use in getting upset. You simply need to accept that that's what shifting is.
I don't really see them as different people, though. It's just different instances.
But wait, Akane, how did you know that Carlos is able to shift?
He mentioned before that he knows which path has death at the end and which is safe. I just sort of knew, too.
An arsonist set fire to our house when I was 18. My parents didn't make it, though I was able to get my sister Maria out. But we didn't make a clean escape. Maria fell into some sort of coma. They first thought that she had carbon monoxide poisoning, but that wasn't what it was.
Revery syndrome. A variety of moments flicker in and out of the mind, as if one was constantly dreaming. We believe this is what your sister has.
Maria is either receiving large amounts of information from the morphogenetic field, or her consciousness cannot stop its jumping between multiple histories.
Huh?
Then she's like us.
Yes, though it's slightly different.
What? I want to read that again. Where it's either receiving a large amount of information from the morphogenetic field, or her consciousness cannot stop itself from jumping between multiple histories. Or I guess if she has shift, then maybe she just jumped because it was close. She jumped to another one, and possibly, who knows, maybe she jumped to some version, whatever switched into her body, or maybe didn't successfully switch into her body.
In Maria's case, that power is running rampant within her. That is what the Revery syndrome really is.
What?
If a way can be found to control the ability, then she could recover from it.
Is that true? I see. That's good. So there's some hope for her.
Hey, Carlos, when you dove into the fire to save your sister, you were able to hear her voice, right?
Yeah, I was.
Carlos, I'm here! I'm over here!
Maria! Maria, is that you? Just stay there! I'm coming to get you!
No matter how you look at it, there was no way her voice could reach me. But I realized exactly where she was, and I found her quickly. That was the first time. After that, I could hear victims crying out in the fires, and which way would lead to my death.
Oh, this ability we have is triggered by intense danger.
When we're threatened by a crisis, it's easier for us to access the field.
I get it. So that's what it was.
So are we assuming that what Junpei did was identical to Shift, or... Because he was getting some memories.
So, Carlos, Junpei, shall we shift?
Huh?
What?
There's really no reason to play the AB game. Well, as it stands right now, it's incredibly likely the both of you will decide to pick ally. But instead of going through that, it'd be better to shift to another history. It'll work! The three of us will definitely be able to do it! But only if we find our lives in danger.
Wait, what do you mean by danger?
I guess everyone can shift. I always had the impression that what happened in 999 was...
The control panel has
Right.
detected an error in the program. Main cord
I always had the impression that what happened in 999 wasn't shifting, but it was another manifestation of the same basic phenomenon.
Hey, Akane?
You're really turning the reactor into a bomb?
I told you earlier, didn't I? Our lives have to be in danger for our shift ability to manifest.
But this is absolutely nuts. Even if we do manage to do this, the us who are from whatever history we switch with will end up...
Do you plan on dying here then?
Oh, right. I forgot you were like that.
The main cord is preventing the shield from deploying. Please evacuate now. Please evacuate now.
So, where do we need to jump to?
Well,
I mean, I don't think any of them have their abilities refined enough like Sigma and Phi have to be able to control that in the first place, do they?
You didn't consider that part?
well, if we knew in advance, the effect of the threat would be lessened.
You're not affected by any of this at all, are you?
That's not true. Here, look, my heart's pounding so fast.
Put your hand on.
Do you want to check it?
2 minutes
You
until
know he can't
detonation.
check it.
Hey, it's kind of getting down to the wire here.
I mean, this isn't a decision, is it?
Shit! Okay, we're just gonna have to go for it. Jump to the same history I am.
The same history?
Which one?
Think! There's a history when we didn't get all ones on the dice rolls. The moment right after that.
Wait, what?
Are you insane? We're just gonna get ourselves killed.
It's okay. I have a plan.
30 seconds until detonation.
All right. I trust you, Junpei.
Ah, damn it! Junpei, if we die, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay, let's go.
3, 2, 1.
This is starting to get intense. Oh my goodness, am I gonna start actually unlocking things?